What is up guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to scrape a Shopify store automatically by creating a simple workflow in N8N. Let's get started. In N8N, I've created a workflow that I've named to Shopify store scraper. Here, we're going to start by adding a trigger. I'm going to choose a manual trigger over here. To scrape Shopify stores, I'm going to use this tool called Apify. Apify is an incredible tool that you can use to scrape any website and automate projects. To get 30% off your first subscription to this tool, just use the link in the description to sign up and create your account. And after creating your account, head over to Apify store over here. Here, we're going to search for a tool we're going to use to scrape. So I'll search for Shopify store scraper. Then I'll click on search right here. Here you can see we have almost 100 tools that we can use to scrape Shopify stores. I'm going to use this tool right here, so I'll open this tool on a new tab. Here's the tool that we're going to use to scrape Shopify stores. So all you have to do is add the URL of the Shopify store that you'd like to scrape. And now to scrape the Shopify store, just click on start right here. You can see that our tool is running and getting our data. You can see our tool succeeded in scraping our store for us over here. And we got all these data about the store. To scrape the Shopify store automatically and add this data from the Shopify store to a spreadsheet, we're going to create a workflow that scrapes the Shopify store for us right here in N8N. So to scrape the Shopify store in our tool over here, you can see we require the Shopify store URL of the store that we like to scrape. So we can add this URL into a spreadsheet and then get the Shopify store URL to our workflow right here via the spreadsheet. In Google Sheets, I've created a spreadsheet that I've named to Shopify store spreadsheet. In this spreadsheet, I've created a sheet that I've named to Shopify stores. And here's where we're going to add the URL of the Shopify store that we like to scrape. It's data. So now to scrape the data of this Shopify store in our workflow, I'll search for Google Sheets. And then here I'll click on Get Rows in Sheet Node. Here, you'll need to create your credential to connect your account to N8N. To do that, just sign in with your Google account over here. And then on the new window that pops up, choose the account that you'd like to connect to N8N. And your connection will be created. Since I already done that, I'm going to close this window right here. And then here we're going to find our document, which is this document right here. And the sheet, we like the Shopify stores sheet. And then here I'll click on execute step right here to get the URL of the sheet. And here you can see we got the Shopify store URL over here. So here I renamed this to Shopify store URL. Then I'll click on rename right here with the URL of the store that we like to scrape over here. We can proceed and scrape this store using Apify. So here I'll search for Apify and click on Apify right here. And then here I'll click on run an actor node. Here you'll also need to create your credential to connect your account to N8N. To do that, I can connect my account right here. Then on the new window that pops up, choose the account that you'd like to connect to N8N, and your connection will be created. Since I already done that, I'm going to close this window right here. Here we'd like to run an actor. I'm going to choose a recently used actor, and here we're going to find our actor right here. And then here we're going to add our JSON. So I'll click on expression. Next one is right here to add our JSON. To get our JSON, our tool over here where it says form and JSON, click on JSON. And here is this is the JSON that we're going to copy. So all you have to do is just copy it, and then come and paste it over here. And now instead of having to manually input our store's URL, we're going to map it over here. And now to scrape the data from this Shopify store, I'll click on execute step over here. You can see it's executing our node. Let's give it a second for it to complete scraping our store. You can see that our node was executed successfully. Here you can see the status was a success, and we got our default dataset ID over here. This is incredible. So I rename this to Shopify store scraper. Then I'll click on rename right here. Now to get the data that we just scraped, I'll search for Apify again and click on Apify. Here I'm going to click on get dataset items node. Then here we're going to map our dataset ID, which will be this default dataset ID over here. And then I'll click on execute step here to get the data. So here you can see that our node was executed successfully, and we got all these data from the store over here. This is incredible. So we got the store's domain, its URL, its name, country, currency, theme it's using, apps installed, total products, collection, categories, vendors, top products over here, and when we scraped this store. This is incredible. So here I renamed this to get Shopify store data. Then I'll click on rename right here. This is incredible. So now we can proceed and add this data to a spreadsheet. So in our spreadsheet, I've also created another sheet that I've renamed to Shopify store data sheet. Here's where we're going to add the store URL, store name, country, currency theme, apps they're using, total products they have in the store, total variations, collection count, minimum price, average, maximum price, how many products are on sale, and the products with the description. We can also choose to add the top products over here. So I've created another sheet that I've named to products sheet to add the top products. Same with the collections. I've created another sheet that I've named collection sheet to add the collections over here. So to add the Shopify data to a spreadsheet over here, in our workflow, I'll search for Google Sheets and click on Google Sheets. And here I'll click on append row in sheet node. Here we're going to find our spreadsheet. And then we're going to start by adding the Shopify store data here. So I'll click on this Shopify store data sheet. And here we're going to start by mapping the store URL right here. We're going to map the name, country, currency, the theme they're using, the apps count, the total products, total variations, and so map the collection count right here, minimum price, average price, maximum price, products on sale, and products with description right here. So here I'll click on execute step right here. So here you can see our node was executed successfully, and we added this data to a spreadsheet right here. So here I renamed this to Shopify store data. Then I'll click on rename right here. The next thing that we can do, we can also add the top products of the store. So to do that, I'll search for Google Sheets and click on Google Sheets right here. Then I'll click on append row in sheet node. And then here we're going to find our spreadsheet. Then here we're going to add the products sheet. So here we're going to add the top products. So I'll scroll way to the products, and here we're going to start by adding the first top products. I'm going to add the second one, third one, fourth, and the fifth right here. And I'll click on execute step right here to add the products to products sheet. This is awesome. So here I rename this to top products sheet. Then I'll click on rename right here. We can do the same with the collection. So I'll search for Google Sheet again, click on Google Sheets, and here I'll click on append row in sheet node. Here we're going to find our spreadsheet, and our sheet is going to be the collection sheet. And here we're going to map collections. So we're going to start with the first collection, second one, with the third one, fourth, and the fifth. And here I'll click on execute step right here to add the collection to a spreadsheet. You can see our node was executed successfully. I renamed this to collection sheet. Then I'll click on rename right here. Our workflow works perfectly. So now when we open our spreadsheet over here, you can see we successfully added the data of the store to our spreadsheet over here. So we added its URL, store name, country, currency, theme name, apps count, total products, total variance, collection count, minimum, average, and maximum price, products on sale, and products with description over here. When you open our products sheet, you can see we added our top products. So we added the first, second, third, fourth, and the fifth top products of this store. Same with the collections. We added the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth collections for this store. So we added this URL over here. This is incredible. Our workflow works perfectly. So here we're getting the URL, the Shopify store URL. We added to a spreadsheet over here. We would like to scrape its data. Then we're using its URL to scrape its data using this tool in Apify. And then we are getting the Shopify store data using this node over here. Then we're adding the Shopify store data to a spreadsheet, the top products, the collections, using the simple workflow that we created here in Anytime. And now in our store here, you can see the Shopify store data with the top products and the collections over here. This is incredible. We can try testing our workflow to see how it works. To test our workflow in our spreadsheet, in this Shopify store sheet, here, I'll delete this row to add the URL of the Shopify store that we like to scrape. So here, we like to scrape this store. To scrape the store using our workflow, I'll click on execute workflow right here. Here, you can see that our workflow was executed successfully. So here we got the URL of the store that we like to scrape. Here's its URL. Then we proceeded to use the URL to scrape the store using this tool in Apify. Then we got the Shopify store data using this tool. Then we proceeded to add the Shopify store data, top products, and the collections to our spreadsheet. Now, when you open our spreadsheet in our Shopify store data, here you can see we added the store URL that we're scraping, Shopify store name, country, currency, theme they're using, the apps count, top products, collection count, minimum, average, and maximum price, products on sale, and products with description over here. We also added the top products. So here we added the first top product, second, third, fourth, and the fifth top products from the store. Same with the collections. We added the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth collection from the store here. So we scraped this Shopify data that we added to a spreadsheet over here of the store using this simple workflow that we created right here in N8N. Our workflow works perfectly. Thank you for watching. Now, if you'd like me to create this workflow for you or a workflow similar to this one, just click the first link in the description to schedule a call with me. On the call, we'll discuss into details about the workflow that you'd like me to create for you. And then I'll proceed to create the workflow for you. But if you enjoyed this video and you have an AI agent or a workflow in mind that you'd like me to create using N8N, just comment it down below in the comment section. I read all the comments, and if I land on your comment and I find it intriguing, I'll come back on a future video showing you how to create the entire workflow or AI agent from scratch using N8N. But for now, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.